Hello and welcome to this video. If you're new here, my name is Marta and today I will be playing a little bit around with my Juvia's Place palette, the Douce. It's an old palette, but it's new for me, so this is going to be a first impression. But I'm also going to show you the swatches first, so you see how the different shadows look on my pale skin tone. And I guess I won't be saying too much more about this palette right now, because I will just sum it up in the end. So let's just go straight into the swatches, and if you want to see how I did this look, then keep on watching.
The world seems small. We can sit together.
We have the shade Chocolate here, which is a chocolatey brown shade. Then we have the shade Tart here, which is a duochrome shade from white to a pinky purpley shade. And then it's the shade Cream, which is a, I don't know, I guess I would just say it's a pale or like light pink, but a little bit peachy, I don't know. But yeah, they're all great shades. I did play with the dark brown and it was amazingly pigmented.
Sometimes you need to go.
Here is the shade Macaron. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Macaron. It's a beautiful minty green shade shimmer. And then we have the shade here that is called Custard. It's a bright fuchsia pink. And then it's the shade Puffs, which is a pale pink shimmer.
We're meant to be outdoors, forever free.
Here we have the shade Berry Mousse. It was amazingly like velvety, silky in the pan when I was touching it. And then we have the shade Mont Blanc, which is a silver shade. And then last but not least, it's the shade Crepes, which is a beautiful orangey neutral shade. So these are all the shades swatched on my arm, and it's a very interesting color story. I think I'm going to say that like 10 times in this video, but I do really like these shades. They all feel very nicely. I will have to say though that the shade Berry Mousse was very soft when I was using it, so be a little bit aware of the kick up and fallout that you might get with that shade. Don't pick up too much. The brown shade was amazingly pigmented, and yeah, I also ended up using the shade Mont Blanc, the silver shade, and it was very hard in the pan, but I think it's very pigmented when you once get it up. And the same goes for the shade Macarons as well, the green shimmer. But I don't mind it, and I feel like they were all very beautiful. So yeah, that's the shades, and let's just go straight into this look. So today I really want to do something a little bit more neutral, so I'm definitely going to use the shade Chocolate. I want to use the shade that is called Berry Mousse here, the beigey one, and I want to use the shade Mont Blanc. I'm not sure if I'm going to make something a little bit warmer with the shade Crepe, but we will just see how I'm going to do it, and maybe I will drag in this one. But I have had requested a little bit more of a neutral glam, so I'm going to try that, but I also really want to try this shade, so we'll just see what happens. So I'm just going to start out with this one in my crease, and I'm going to blend it out with the matte shade here, and then we'll see if I will deepen it up or warm it up a little bit with that shade. I picked up way too much on my brush, so I do have some fallout, but this is some serious pigment. As you can see, it just went straight on. So I'm excited to see how it will blend out. And this one is looking quite a lot warmer than I expected. As you can see, when I'm blending it out, it looks more like a chocolate brown. I mean, it's called chocolate, so it's not really a surprise, it's just that it looked a little bit more cool toned in the pan. Wow, and it does blend out really nicely. I think I could have blended it up more and not even used a transitioning shade. But since I want to, I'm going to try it out. So I'll just do the same with my other eye and then apply the beige shade. I'm just going in with the same brush without even having it cleaned off and try to use this shade. As you can see, they are very soft in the pan, so you don't have to go in, because now I have way too much product on my brush. I did just find a smaller brush because it was a little bit hard with the bigger blending brush, but it's the same type of shape.
I got time, it's clear to see from up here.
I'm just taking a little bit more of the shade Chocolate.
We can sit together, it's so beautiful, you and me.
This looks very nice, so I'm just going to do the same with my other eye. I'll probably do some minor blending still, but I can't take everything on camera because it's gonna take way too much time. Now that I'm basically done with the blending, I'm just going to go in with these shades here. I'm going to use the shade Mont Blanc on my outer part of the lid, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of this on the inner corner. And I will be using my Mario Badescu facial spray just to spray the shade a little bit, because I don't think that these will need glitter glue, so I'll just spray them instead.
To see the truth around you, from a distance you can tell.
I am sort of struggling to pick something up because they're really hard in the pan. I can like really dig in now. And then I'll get up some few chunks, but I just wanted to say that it's not really a problem as long as you do get the product up though.
In the great outdoors, forever free, you and me, meant to be. In the great outdoors.
This is so beautiful and sparkly. I really like this shade. When I look at this in the camera, it doesn't really look that blended out, the brown shades I mean, but for me it looks very blended out in reality, so I don't know what's up with that. But I will use a tiny detail brush and just go in with the dark shade Chocolate just to darken up so that I do have the darkest shade straight above the cut crease that I made.
Like a bird on a tree.
So weird because I feel like it looks patchy in the camera. I don't know if it actually does, but anyway, it does look very blended out in real life, so I like have to look in the camera to see where I have to blend more. But as I don't see it in real life, I think I'll just say that it's fine. Yeah, so I think I will just go ahead and do my face makeup. I am trying out the new Juvia's Place concealers as well. I bought it in the shade 23 and 24. 24 is a little bit pale, so I'm using the shade 23. So yeah, I'll just go and do my face makeup and I will be back.
Step back.
That's how my finished look with the Juvia's Place the Douce palette turned out, and it's very neutral, but I do like the pop of green on my eyelid, and I really think that all the shades performed very nicely. The shimmers are really beautiful. They're a little bit hard in the pan. As you can see, I have digged quite into it to be able to get some of the product, but once it's out of the pan, it's really beautiful on the eyelid, and they are very sparkly. So maybe it would be a good idea to use some glitter glue just to be able to actually pat down the sparkles, because I felt like they were flying a little bit away, but nevertheless they are very beautiful. And I do like the color story. I feel like you can do quite a lot of different things with these colors. It's not really colors that I would go towards, at least not together, like this green and this purple I would never use together. Maybe not even when I have this palette, I don't know, maybe I'll be a little bit adventurous sometime, but I guess we will just have to see. You can definitely make some beautiful purpley and pink looks here. You can make some gorgeous neutral looks. You can add some rusty orange to it. Yeah, there's just a lot of different things you can do, and this brown is perfect for darkening up anything that you decide to do here as well. You can just use it with the pink, you can use it with the purple shade, you can use it with the brown neutral shades. Yeah, so a lot of opportunities here. And I do like that there's a shade like this, because I love to use them for my inner corner if I'm using a pink look, for example. And if there was one shade that I wouldn't have necessarily needed, it would have been the light pink shade. Maybe like throw in a dark green matte or something, but I don't know, I really like the palette anyway, so. And I do feel like the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like Juvia's place just have the most gorgeous packaging. Not like it's the best quality, but it's a cardboard packaging and I do like it. And I do think that it's definitely not bad quality. And I just love all of these beautiful drawings that they have, and it's often holographic, which you can see here. So it's just really beautiful. And I don't really mind that it doesn't have a mirror, because I never really use those mirrors. And it did also come with a sleeve like this to protect the shadows if you want that. I just got some foundation on it. But yeah, I really like this eyeshadow palette this far. I can't wait to try it more. The shimmers are so beautiful, like always with Juvia's shimmers. Before I forget, I did use my Superstay Matte ink in the shade Loyalist for my lip, and I paired it with my LA Girl lip liner in the shade Spice that I've been using so much. And for my highlight, I ended up using my Looxi Beauty Glass Slipper, which is a sort of warm white to light pale green, and I really love it. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my newer ones, but I've used it a lot. When I first got it, I used it every day. It's just really beautiful. So I guess that's it for this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked this look, and yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here